Information and knowledge management. In this video we are going to discuss about information and knowledge. Let's see how organizations are managing information and knowledge. We need to segregate here what is information and what is knowledge. Like today's the IT industry is basically managing the data, and data means information, but we are focused how the knowledge are being managed within the organization. So to understand this, we let's take example of employee named Sam and understand information and knowledge management. The Sam joined a company as a sales manager. For example, at the time of joining he has 3 years of experience. His initial salary was 3000 USD monthly. After 3 years his salary became 3900, and after 3.5 years he resigned and joined another company with the $6000 salary. Now we need to understand here his story is like within 3 years he acquired so much knowledge and experience, so the new company was ready to pay 6000, but the current company did not realize his knowledge and growth. So to understand the Sam growth story, let's ask a question and then try to understand where Sam acquired knowledge and experience which let him secure 6000 USD salary. Now, what is the answer? Do you think in your company or somewhere else? The truth is, he acquired the knowledge and experience in your company. If just take example, if he is working in your company. So, to proceed further, let's understand what really happened. How Sam knowledge growth did not get noticed. When Sam leaves, a new person will get hired on his position. How much time and money company need to spend to acquire the same knowledge which Sam got during the period he worked in the company? So here is the key factor. If the knowledge is not being captured by organization, and then when employee leaves and you hire a new one, whatever the knowledge has been acquired by the previous employee, how much time will take to replicate the same knowledge and the money. If you put genuine effort to find out the answer, it will lead towards how the information and knowledge are being managed within the organization. Let's take example. What is knowledge? Sam is a sales manager. So Sam sends a quotation to one of his Saudi customer on the basis of X factory. X factory is one of the term of sales. Customer came back and asked him to revise the quote on CIF basis. CIF basis is another sales term which is, okay, you deliver to my nearest port with the insurance, like cost, insurance and freight. Sam asked quote from a freight company for shipping and also asked the documentation requirement for shipping. Now the freight company provided him a quote and informed him a special requirement for certification called SASO. Like SASO is a certification requirement if you are exporting anything to Saudi Arabia. So Sam, it was new for him. So Sam done some search on SASO and get the full knowledge like how it works, what is the requirement, what is the paperwork. So he came to know everything about SASO. Finally, Sam submitted the quotation and secured the business and supplied the goods successfully. Sales helped Sam to achieve the sales target and company got the profit. So the transaction looks very genuine and it's a normal transaction. But there is a learning in this transaction. Like below is the important learning for Sam. Like Sam came to know about Saudi export requirement and then he acquired the knowledge about the SASO. Now, what Sam is going to do with this, with his learning about the SASO certification, is he is going to write email to all co-worker informing about the SASO certification. The practical answer is no, he will not, because next day he will start working on a new sales deal. Just to understand the gravity of problem, if organization having 10 employees, average 5 learning in a month, so total 50 learning in a month. Yearly 600 learning not getting captured in such a way so it can be shared. Now, $1,000,000 question is whom to blame? Why Sam did not share his learning? Is Sam is responsible or his company is responsible? Let's find out. The real truth is the company information system is responsible. The company information system did not provided ways and means so Sam can share his learning. Let's see what we need to do to capture the Sam learning. For every transaction, if an organization is using any ERP or software, now these ERP system or software should provide a screen for the following. Like the manager will create a question to evaluate the transaction key indicators. All employees should answer the question and write learnings. For every transaction, the responsible manager will create a Q&A questions. Now, these questions should be linked with the nature of transaction. Like take example, we were talking a sales transaction. So, how many days total spent to close the deal? Days committed to deliver material. Days took to procure material. Days took to deliver material. Now this is a sales transaction. The question is going to be like this, and then the respective employee who is responsible can answer the question here. So basically this is basically a learning during the transaction. What happened is going to be captured. Now if you see here, suggest do's and don'ts not to repeat the discrepancy, like reason of discrepancy, like if there is a documentation issues there. So these questions will be created if take example, if HR manager is creating a question, so he will create a question during the employment, how many days it took to receiving this CV to offer and to giving the offer letter. So these are the questions will be created by managers to the subordinate who is taking care the transaction. Now manager can create as many as question to get the better visibility. Now the most important transaction comes here. For every transaction, employee should provide inputs and accordingly point will be given. These point will play important role in employee performance evaluation. Now here the learning is coming to the picture. Now this table is asking like to improve the customer satisfaction, what are the do's? Employee has to provide the do's, and if he provides, he will get 5 points. Any learning during the execution of this transaction, if he provides any learning, then he will get 20 points. Like take example, if Sam has learned about SASO and he provide the SASO information to the company, then he will get allotted the 20 point. The same time a JD, she's on a salesperson, she also come to know about she was shipping something to Iraq, and then she came to know about a certain certification requirement for Iraqi export, but she did not share. If she did not share, she will not get the 20 point, and then on her performance it will show like she is not sharing the learning or she is not learning at all. Like one suggestion to the co-worker should not have been done. So these things should be designed in such a way so whatever happen, whatever employee are able to catch or learn should be get captured somewhere down the line. Like take example, to improve customer satisfaction, what are the don'ts? Like if you are like is question is being asked to Sam, like, you have handled the whole sales process, like, can you suggest us, okay, which thing we should not do again, so the customer should not get irritated, something like this. So this is something which will link imply with his learning, and then how he is trying to share the learning with organization. Implied performance evaluation. Now, implied performance will be evaluated not how many sales deals he has secured, like what is the customer learning he provided, what is the transaction learning he provided, how many learning he used from other employee, how many do's he has suggested, how many don'ts he has suggested, how many managers questions he replied. Once the knowledge management implemented, the Sam growth story will get captured. All his learning are available and can be shared. If you need any support in managing information and knowledge, then drop a message in the comment section with the contact detail.